Two hip kicks.
Hey, folks. You're muted.
No, I'm not. I just didn't say anything yet.
Oh, okay.
Without the noise.
Okay. Don't do that. You're scaring
I'm
me.
sorry. It's like, how do deaf people know if you're yawning or you're screaming? That's the thing. Yeah.
Welcome to Finding Your Music Mojo. I'm TC Kirkham from TKR Video Central.
And I'm Dawn from Two Hip Chicks. Dawn from Two Hip Chicks. Again, yes. Same person. Only it's 2024 now.
Yeah.
So here we are in the future.
Happy New Year to everybody. I hope everybody had a safe and wonderful New Year's Eve. Ours, it was just boring. We were just watching TV. So, how it went. So, what's new with you?
Not much. It's just another Monday here, except the post office wasn't running. So that's about it. I stayed up till midnight last night, not by choice, but because the neighborhood decided to go crazy and bang, 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 bang. Shooting off guns, shooting off fireworks, banging pots. I don't know what they were doing out there, but they were doing a lot of noise. So I literally sat outside for 5 minutes with my phone and just recorded the noise. And I have 5 minutes of video of them boom, boom, boom. So I'm gonna put that on my piano. Just for chits and giggles, as they say.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
So over here, I've been housing a disaster unit for the past month. So I'm still nowhere near done with the remodeling that's been being done. Still having camera issues, computer issues, everything. It's been fun, let me tell you.
Sounds like it's been fun.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Those of you who are in there, and welcome to anyone who hasn't shown up yet. I'm not getting comments showing up. I don't know if anybody's commented or not. So
you neither. But that doesn't mean anything.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So 2024 is here. We just went through a very interesting musical year.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to happen in 2024? You've got all these different mergers going on. You have the advent of all these new technologies that are causing havoc in the music industry. And you always have people like new artists and stuff breaking loose and whatever. What do you listen to and what are you looking forward to this year?
I'm looking forward to hopefully some record store days that actually have something I want to listen to and purchase. That would be lovely. That's my big thing. That's my big thing this year. Is like, please be kind to us who don't want to listen to, some of the stuff they put out recently, especially this last year. I was not thrilled at all with Record Store Day.
Spring was okay. Black Friday was terrible.
Yeah. So I'm fingers crossed that please this year come out with something interesting. To me, I mean, obviously it's just your perspective. I'm sure other people loved Record Store Day this last year, Record Store Days, I should say. But not me. I'm looking forward to going through some more albums because now I have my nice record cleaner that I got for my birthday. It really does do a wonderful job. So I'm planning on going through some of those and kind of, double checking the grade on some things. So that's cool. But music, as far as the music industry goes, I would like to see them come out with probably I would like somebody to trailblaze and try to come out with popular music on 45. That would be cool. If some label would just come out and say, you know what, for the next year, we're going to put all our popular current artists on their releases, their singles on 45. I would just love that. That would be that would be perfect. I would be in heaven.
Yeah.
But hey,
As you could, yeah.
that's
Welcome, Momster. And if you haven't heard, I've been doing a remodeling project in my office for the last month. It's been a disaster since day one. All of the albums are in front of me now. They won't be on camera much. The camera's supposed to be pointing in a different direction, but I can't do it. And all this back here, this is all stuff I bought from Dawn and Mary. Everything in these boxes. And then there's another whole section over here that's all Dawn and Mary.
Wow.
So, and this doesn't include the last 3 boxes, which are still out in the other room. So, and what's coming this week. So,
I've enabled your record hoarding. I'm so sorry.
Yes, you certainly have. But I'm just realizing when I was packing things up today, getting things hopefully looking okay, that I have entirely too much crap I need to sell.
There you go.
I need to throw out or sell because there's just no room for half this stuff. But that's just the way it is. Yeah, I definitely see I know where you're coming from on Record Store Day. This last year, I've been around the VC. I didn't really get involved in Record Store Day until I found the VC, and that was 2020 when I came in. And I knew it was there. I just hadn't really paid any attention to it. And I've gone back and got a couple of titles that were out before that, and I've spent quite a bit since then on most Record Store Days. This year, I only got a couple, 2 or 3 on the Spring Record Store Day, and nothing on Black Friday, because there was nothing that I was interested in. And a lot of it, some of the stuff they've been pushing is, I still, ever since 2022, when I questioned the wisdom of reissuing Sean Cassidy's album Wasp, just because it was produced by Todd Rundgren, I know a lot of stores that got stuck with that album. Nobody bought it. So, and that wasn't his best known or his best album. So, it's just one of those things. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff I'd like to see reissued for Record Store Day, but they never listen to me. What can I say? I've been asking for a vinyl release of Bad for Good's album Refugee for several years. They missed the 30th anniversary in 1993. So that last year. I'd still like to see the Karen Carpenter solo album come out on vinyl, which it's never done. I'm sure there's plenty of other things I could think of that I'd like to see. Mostly, I'd like to see the prices come back down. The prices are getting ridiculous. And
that was next on my list for sure, is prices.
Prices are insane right now, and they're insane because people are paying them on used stuff and on whatever, and they shouldn't be doing that. We should be fighting back against that, and I don't know how many people are. I know it's been a topic on several major vinyl channels, including channel 33 RPM. Frank does Canadian pricing, but they're out of crazy up there too, so who knows. I don't know how you are with that, but would you plan to see anybody in person in the next year?
In person?
Yeah, like a concert or anything?
Yeah, I found out that Melissa Etheridge and the Indigo Girls are doing a concert together, so I'd love to go see that.
Yeah, I know you two both love both of them, so that would work out well.
That would be a lovely concert. Yeah, and they are going to perform. I'm not sure where all the dates are and where all the cities are yet, but I would. That's on my bucket list, as they say. But that would be a great concert. I would like to go see them. Other than that, no.
Yeah. I can't remember. Well, actually, I can. Last thing we saw live was Queen and Adam Lambert back in 2010, 2011, when they were the first tour they did. Yeah, we do have tickets to see Duddy Frayer when he comes to town on March 11th, which we're kind of nervous about because it's at one of the new venues that popped up what they built while the pandemic was going on, and we haven't been out in a major way since the pandemic, and then because we're both still susceptible, especially susceptible to it if we get close to it. But I talked him into going. I said I missed him the first time he was at the Paradise. That place is a rat hole. So we this Big Night Live is this brand new, beautiful venue with location and everything going on there. And I said, let's go there. We can get accessible seating. They already said that was possible. And so I can't wait to see him because if you've watched my channel over the last year, chances are good you know who Daddy Freyr is. He was 20 and 21 represented Iceland at the Eurovision Song Contest, and his music is just incredible. So
yeah, for sure,
lots of fun.
But yeah,
other than that, I have plenty others I'd like to see, but I don't know that we'll get there. It all depends on how this one goes.
Yeah, true that. Yeah, we were. We don't get out as much anymore either. We don't. We're both working from home, so it's like we don't get out and do things. Once in a while, we'll go to an event or something, but to actually actively go out and do things, evenings out and stuff, rarely do we do that. I mean, most I'd say it's a movie or something if we want to see something. Hey, Destiny, welcome, honey. Shamrock Pixie's in the house. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, definitely.
Musically, what you guys in the chat, are you looking for anything musically this year? As far as thinking about picking up more equipment or different selections, or are you just kind of hoping an artist you love is going to put out something? Any of that qualifies for this conversation, I would think.
Definitely, let us know. I think the biggest project I have going this year is what I'm trying to do now. The whole purpose of this is so I can expand what I do into other areas, and it hasn't gone the way I kind of envisioned it. I've tried it several times this year, and when I finally went ahead and did it, I've had so many issues with the way the computer's working and the camera, and we had this. You could see this is not how you would normally see me on my show. No. My camera, I had to switch back to my old camera because my $200 Logitech Rio went belly up because something Microsoft didn't mesh well with Logitech cameras, and it screwed up all of them. I mean, there's all kinds of horror stories on Reddit and all over the forums, and it also apparently screwed up UCam, which is the camera program I use, and I still can't get it to load. So it's been really, really kind of crazy, but I will eventually. I'm just decided I just have to take things one day at a time. We'll get things going and get everything done. And then when I get done with everything in here, I will be able to sit down, make the big announcement about the future plans, some of which Dawn is already aware of. And we will have, see what happens. I hope everybody will like what I have planned. So
I'm just hoping you don't have to like reinstall Windows and the whole 9 yards and kind of
I've done that already on this machine once. I've had to do that once already. So, and I've had this computer less than a year. I had a year in February.
Yep.
And it was just like, are you kidding? Really? But if I do, I do. I mean, that's what I end up having to do. But the UCAM thing, that weird error message that I'm getting, which says that you have to be your administrator has blocked you. Well, I'm the freaking administrator. I am set for run to administrator, and it still won't run. So
it's like, but I am the head of this department. I am the administrator of this thing. Come on, give me a break.
Exactly. This is how Windows operates.
Well,
I wish I could go back to Windows XP.
No.
XP was beautiful. I loved Windows XP, man.
Yeah, but no. Windows 7 maybe, but not XP. Windows 10 even, but not XP. Do it.
I do. Well, I'm not going to do it, but I wish I could. I loved XP when it was around, and everything they've introduced since then has kind of sucked, except Windows 10. And then now I should have. This computer was Windows 11 when I bought it.
Yeah.
So
you can always I think you can downgrade to 10 if you have to. If you want to reinstall, if you want to do a clean install, you can probably install Windows 10 on that machine without a problem, and see if it gives you the grief that 11's given you. Destiny says she's got a Logi, which is a Logitech camera, It's an old camera, but yeah, it works, right?
Something Microsoft did on the last Microsoft Windows update didn't mesh well with Logitech cameras, and they don't know what it is yet, and they haven't been able to figure it out yet. And
it's not all. It's not all of them, right? It's some.
It's some. It's but
like this
it's affecting 15,000 people at least that I've seen.
Yeah.
So
this is a Logitech camera, and I haven't had an issue with it.
Yeah, so that's good. Some of the older ones, and some of the lesser, the more budget friendly ones that are really good for pictures, but were not terribly affected. It was their high end stuff, and the Brio is the low end of their high end stuff. So, and I love that camera too, which is I hope I will eventually be able to use it again because it's a great camera. But I'm looking at others now, so just add to the setup. So we'll see, but hopefully that'll be it. I agree. Yes, I would definitely agree. The next update is not a good one. It wasn't good to us. So,
yeah, you never know what's going to get into conflict with something on a computer. They're very complex, and that happens, and it's a pain in the ass. I give you a pain in the ass.
We should bring up that the next show we're going to do in 2 weeks, I think Don was agreeing with this, we're going to talk about record grading. Somebody was asking us about grading stuff, and so we have I'm sure we'll get together and talk about what we're going to talk about. But I've always found, you guys, if you've seen me on Johnny's Auction or anywhere where I bought stuff from Dawn and Mary, Dawn is a meticulous grader. She knows her grades. She knows what she does. If she says it's VG plus, it's VG plus. There might be a little bit of noise at the beginning, but the rest of the record is fine. And you can hear that when you're watching the
Whatnot
other show, the Whatnot show. Yeah.
I had to say it. Yeah.
Obligatory promo out of the way.
Here's your $2. Thank you. Yeah.
That's one great thing about the Whatnot stuff is because you have it playing right through the sound card. You can hear every little pick and pop and know that grading is right on the nose. And so we'll talk about that. We've had a couple of people ask us about it, and we'll talk about that in 2 weeks on when Dawn is in charge because she's the expert on that.
It should be fun too, because I think a lot of people, especially if they're resellers and just people in general, if you're buying records, like if you go on Discogs and stuff, or wherever, you want to know what you're getting, right? It's easy to see the grade of something, like visually see a grade on a record jacket, or look at the vinyl and see, scratches and stuff. But sometimes the sound does not dictate what the visual grading states. So,
yeah, you can have a record that looks scuffed up and it sounds perfectly fine. So
yeah, so visual grading has its place. It's quicker. But it's not always as accurate. And truthfully, you're buying a record for the sound of it, unless you're really a stickler for how it looks. Most of the time, you want that record to sound better than it looks. That's me anyway. So
definitely.
I mean, the record jacket itself, yes, that's a thing that you look at. You don't listen to the jacket. You look at the jacket. And I understand grading that visually. But music for me and records for me has always been, why are we grading this visually when it's an audio medium, right? It's an audio medium. Yeah. So
we'll dive into the different meanings and stuff next time. So just so you guys know what we're doing next time. Monster says every time they update, something goes crazy. She's so right about that. Everything.
It's true.
This last weekend, I thought, I'm going to get everything finished this weekend, and I spent 2 days on one thing. I still can't get the other monitor to work, so I don't know what's happening there.
We have to hang out after the show and just kind of play with it a little bit for you.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. But I mean, at least I'm used to working with one monitor, but I have two, so that's good now.
Well,
I have three altogether.
More than one monitor is a good thing. Let's put it that way. I mean, when I'm looking up things while I'm listening to music and grading them or whatever, I like to have one screen with Discogs on it and one screen with, a couple other options on it. So having a couple monitors is a wonderful thing, and it's definitely
this is
important. Unless you get a huge one and you can just split up the windows. But who has that? Hey, Buying Space, welcome, Myra. How you doing, hon? I got you got gifted some records from Myra, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did. Those are in the mail, as they say. So thank you again for that.
And Charlie Grace. Hello, Charlie Grace.
Hey,
Haven't seen you in ages. Welcome. Happy New Year. We're talking about the future of music in 2024 today.
Yeah, 2024. Charlie Grace is out on the road. I'm sure she's not playing many records out there, but she's probably listening to music.
Music or podcasts or something good.
Yeah, or something.
I love that. Is that a new logo? I don't remember seeing that before. The Charlie Grace.
It looks like it to me, yeah. Might be new for 2024, hon. Is that your new logo? It's very nice.
Very cool. Yeah.
Very, very
cool.
Hope
it was nice wherever ever anybody was for New Year's.
For sure.
Do you have any? I don't know what you do as far as radio play in your area go, but do you have very many stations in your area?
They're all owned by basically by one radio consortium. They have a selection. Yeah. They have a selection of options. There's the easy listening, like jazz. There's a jazz channel. There's like the light rock channel. There's country. I want to say there might be some. Well, there's a top 40, and then I don't think they have any hard. There's no album oriented rock or anything like that. Or
really, wow,
no, and
no classic rock stations up your way.
Not to my knowledge. They moved them around a little bit. I mean, you could, and the problem with that is they're all owned by one place, so you can tune in to one radio station forever and think you're getting a specific type of music, and then tune in like Monday, and all of a sudden they're playing. We've gone to jazz, and you're like, what the hell? So I was like, oh great, I like that channel, and now they've gone over to smooth jazz all the time. You're like,
well, see, I would like that. I like smooth jazz.
I like smooth jazz too.
See, that's exactly what I'm trying to do, is have 3 screens so I can work with all different stuff. And the third screen was working fine until I took them down this weekend to do check my graphics card. And when I plugged them back in, the third screen won't work anymore. Hello, Patrick. Welcome to the show.
Hey, buddy. Welcome. Yeah.
Flying by, he says, so that's good.
He's flying on by. He's just saying, hey.
Dragging by.
Well, that too.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just agreeing with you on that. And saying hey to Patrick. The screens are important, true. But so have you got your turntable and everything hooked up as well?
Not yet. That's part of I'm waiting to get everything squared up, because that's how come. You notice I sound kind of weird. It's because I don't have my mixer set up yet. Because I'm not sure where it's going to go, because what I had planned for it was it's going to go on this thing I have in here, and it's going to go on the side of the desk where I can get to it. But the arm, I went to look at the arm today, and it's designed a little bit different. So now I got to figure out how it's going to fit in there. But I should have it set up by next show.
Okay.
And I just recently have been trying to make room here, because I bought an Oob Cube for my currents and stuff I haven't listened to yet. If you don't know what an Oob Cube is, it is a.
You broke up. You just broke up, and I think you froze. There you are.
Oh no!
I can hear you.
Yeah, you froze on my end too, so it must be it's probably my internet.
All right. So you were talking about what this cube is.
The cube is it's basically a milk carton that's made specifically for albums. And you can store it. It stores flat, but it has a door and everything. And so I got that, and then the turntable is going to sit on top of that when I get it in place, and then it'll be wired to the computer and to the amplifier and stuff and the speakers. And I want to get the computer wired to the speakers too, which I never have had before. So.
Okay.
I usually use the Bluetooth speaker in my headphones when I'm doing computer stuff. So, but then again, this is all part of the remodel, which is going on slowly, hopefully, surely, And then of course I got more. Next time you see the show,
Mm-hmm.
this wall will be completely lit up. There's a light. I have a light for this wall that hasn't come up yet. So.
Oh, okay. Well, you've gotten some stuff from me for decoration. I know that.
Yep, that stuff's going to go over there, but I got to get the new cow axes together so I can get the 45s moved and the CDs moved, and then those are going to go on that wall. This is going to be all lit up in here. It's going to be a party house.
It's going to be a beautiful thing. When it's done, it's going to be beautiful. Just beautiful. Not like the chaos that goes on behind me. Yeah, it's going to be beautiful.
I love that stuff. I love having all the cubbies full of stuff that you use, and I'd love to do that, but I don't have room. So
there's piles of crap back here, but yeah, we're getting ready for a sale tomorrow on Johnny's show. But yeah, it's what I told you what I made these out of, right? The shelves.
I remember actually you did, but I can't remember. It's been a couple.
It's like foam core board.
Okay.
A glue gun and foam core board. That's what that is.
So in other words, don't put more than like a half a pound on it.
Well, yeah. No, most of the stuff's pretty light. I think the heaviest thing up there is maybe that ghost over my shoulder right here from Pac-Man. That's made of wood, and that's very heavy. But other than that, everything else is pretty light. They're just toys and things, so signs and toys. But yeah, but I can't wait. Fingers crossed that you have no more issues. 2023, the end of 2023 was not kind to you, and I'm hoping 2024 is nice to you.
I hope so too. Well,
everything
most
just
of 2023 wasn't kind to me. You saw the video I posted on Friday, I think it was. Yeah. I had all the clips from all the crazy crap that was going on in my life this year, and so it was. It'll be interesting, but hopefully it will be interesting in a good way, not just for me, but for everybody else, because I have so much cool stuff I've been working on. If I can, I could do it now, but I want to have everything in place to do it with. So
it went from a project to an odyssey, is what it's turned into, basically.
It's gone that's pretty accurate.
It's an odyssey now.
Yeah,
but you'll get it done. I know you, buddy. You'll get it done as long as the good Lord willing, as they say, and the creek don't rise. You'll be there.
Hey, when did I first start talking to you on Chick Chat about redoing my office?
2020? No, 20. No, not 2020.
Now you're just
a year ago, I think. Was it a year?
It's been at least a year, if not longer. So,
hey, life gets in the way sometimes. You just got to deal.
Yeah, it does.
But I understand.
And hopefully the cameras will be working. I'll have several camera angles I can switch between too. So
you'll get it.
Yeah.
You'll turn this into a full-blown YouTube studio in no time.
Yeah.
I want to know what everybody in the chat is doing. What are their big plans for 2024? If it's not musically related, that's okay.
Yeah.
You got a goal? Fine. You got goals. You got the dreaded, resolution word, but we won't. It doesn't have to be a resolution. It could just be an idea, something you'd like to do. We'd love to hear about it. For me, I'm trying to go through and eliminate some of my clutter from the areas of the house that have clutter. Let's just put it that way. Not a death pile per se. Unprocessed inventory, stuff like that. Plus, get through some more of those 45s.
Well,
and not necessarily
you're not even to year 2 on that yet. So when did you buy those? May? Something like that last year?
Yeah, May or June. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're not even a year into those. You got another 3 or 4 years to go.
I think we've gone through as many boxes as you have behind you. No, we've gone through more than that, but we will be getting through more of it. I'd like to substantially reduce that pile for sure of stuff, and Whatnot's helping, but I don't want you to have to buy them all either.
No, I can't afford to buy them all on Whatnot. Some of them are.
And you can't afford to store them all.
Yeah.
Forget the cost of them is pretty cheap. Some of the other ones, but
yeah,
you don't want to deal with the storage. You ain't got the room.
Well, I do. When I get it set up, it will be fine. You'll see. It'll be. I have everything in my head figured out for storage that will make it even, and the room won't look cluttered either. So
yeah.
but it's just a matter of getting it done.
I
So,
know.
um, I was going to
Okay,
ask you
I'll
something
send you
that
more
totally
then.
flipped. Totally. Oh, do you guys have plans to do any more record shows? You guys had fun at the one you did last year.
Yeah, this year we're gonna try for this the spring show, I believe. I'm not sure exactly what month it falls into, but it's when things start thawing out, which will
Hmm.
come shortly. I know time flies around here for some reason, so it's just January, but hey, it'll be April and May sooner than we think. So, but yeah, we're planning on doing another one. They're doing a spring one, and then they're going to do a fall one. So we'll probably do both of those. And we
Hmm.
had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun doing that. I'm not sure if we're going to go. That's the local one. I'm not sure if we're going to go like to Chicago or maybe to Grand Rapids or something. We'll see. Depends on where our
Yeah,
calendar looks.
I was just going to ask you, are you going to maybe look on farming out to other places for record shows? Because you guys live you guys live where you are. You're probably within 2 hours of five major cities, two to
Yeah,
3 hours.
right down
Yeah.
here. Yeah, so we're 2 hours away
So
from pretty much everything.
the only thing that might be a little out of your range might be Indianapolis. Everything else is
Yeah,
pretty
that's a little
close.
farther out. And just because it's a bigger city, it takes longer to get there, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're 2 to 3 hours away from pretty much every major area in the mid, in that area. Chicago, South Bend, Indianapolis is a little farther away.
Yeah.
Kalamazoo, Detroit, we can hit in 4 hours. So, the Grand Rapids is a couple hours away. So,
I know Fort Wayne has a pretty big music scene. That might be something to look into too. I don't know how
no,
far. That's not that far, is it? It's like
no,
maybe 2 hours.
not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah.
So we'll see. It depends, like I said, on what our schedule looks like, plus um, how you know how much I can get prepped and ready for that show too, because of all the other stuff we're doing. But yeah, plans are there. The idea is there anyway. The goal is there. I'd love to be able to go do some more record shows. Schlepping stuff in and out of the building isn't fun, but
No, but you make contacts, and that's always
true.
good.
That
Yeah, I
doesn't
mean,
hurt.
you guys said that was one of the best parts about the one you went to.
Yep,
So
get to meet some like-minded individuals when it comes to music, so that's cool. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. I had a good time.
oh,
Met some interesting people for sure.
did I show up again?
You're there.
I just okay. I
You
disappeared
shifted a
on my
little bit,
side
but
for a
you're there.
second. Ah, come on. I see. This is another thing I've been having trouble with this weekend is internet. All of a sudden, it's been fine since I moved everything, and then Saturday it started giving me problems.
You've got
So there we
gremlins,
go.
sir. You have
I
gremlins.
know. I know.
You have gremlins. You might want to have those call an exterminator for gremlins. It's like,
If I find out Kim brought an evil Furby into the house without telling me, I'm going to hurt
yep,
her.
that's it. Like that.
Maybe it's the ghost of the 45s coming to haunt
It
me. I
might
don't
be
know.
the possessed demon. It could happen. Crappy luck.
Yeah.
You're not the only one. I had a printer not. I was telling you earlier. I had a printer not working today when I came down to print labels. I'm like, what the hey? So it's just gremlins. I'm telling you, it's gremlins.
Yeah, it does seem to be happening. I was just the whatnot thing. You guys got into that because you'd seen other people doing it, and you'd heard other people doing it, and other than I know you've had gremlins there a couple of times, but for the most part, I mean, it seems like every week. Am I wrong? You guys are pulling people in.
Repeat the last sentence because I didn't hear it. Broke up.
Oh, you guys are pulling new people in. It seems like every week the crowd's getting bigger and bigger.
It is, and we're getting different people in, and people are buying stuff on the buy it now if they're not buying right there. So yeah, it does. It's been doing pretty good. I think part of it is that we're consistent. We're there every week. That helps a lot. If anybody's interested in trying to sell and whatnot, you got to be consistent. It's really a thing. It does not hurt to have a great social networking presence, but we don't. So I can't say that that's drawn people in. I think it's what we're doing and how we're doing it, truthfully.
Yeah.
It's a short show because on Whatnot, people like to pop in and out of things. So it doesn't run long. It runs for about an hour. We play the music direct through the turntable, through the sound card. That helps a lot, I think, where people, because a lot of times people just hold up an album and say, here, it's VG, it's $10, where we can actually play something and play a sample of it. Printer
you don't know how accurate that is.
Holy crap.
What?
Well, Destiny said her printer wasn't working today
either.
Oh,
yeah, I know. I saw it. Yeah. I saw that.
I think it's occurred. I don't know what it is. Anyway, yeah. So the Whatnot, we've been getting more and more people in. I try to preload the shows so there's stuff in there. Hey, Julie. I try to preload the shows so that stuff's in there so people can see it before the show and determine if they want to come back and watch the show or bid. So there you go. So that does help a lot. Welcome, Julie. Hi.
I think one of the biggest things that helps more than anything is finding at least one song every week that we can watch Mary's facial expressions with. Because
I think we've done that pretty much every week. Yep.
The Jungle Fever episode was hilarious. And I mean, I bought that. I already had that. I bought that strictly so Mary had to listen to the whole thing. It was so funny.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
If nothing else, I know I'm going to sell it to you just to watch her face, as they say.
Exactly.
She was blown away by some of the stuff I pulled out. She graded a lot of the stuff this week, but I'm sure I'll find something that'll qualify under that criteria. For sure. I love how you're doing show and Whatnot. Normally starting dinner. Aw. Well, yeah, it's fun. And the bird loves it. Mr. Pickle loves the music. So that's cool too. It's really if you want to try doing something like that, if you're thinking of selling records or music of any kind, there are plenty of YouTube videos out there.
Oh, you're a big help, Monster. At least you can like razz her about it in person. I don't get that often. I don't get that chance.
It's just funny.
Hey, Gladys, welcome.
Welcome, hon. So it's a good time. We enjoy it. And it's just fun to kind of bebop with everybody and look at the comments and watch Mary's face. Because she really does. Some of those songs that come out, you're just like, what did they say? What are they doing? Yeah, for sure. Yes, he does. Yeah, Mr. Pickle's not saying, but he sure does try.
Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. Do you think you guys might expand it to more than one night a week, or are you going to just stick with Tuesdays?
If I can find the time to get stuff graded for a second show or whatever, possibly. We may also try doing CDs or LPs or something, other formats as well. Mm-hmm. It depends. It's going to be a long winter. Let's see what we can come up with. I mean,
well, as many shows as you do, I mean, you're on Johnny's auction. You do Johnny's member auction every month. You do this show. You do Chit Chat. You do Dawn's Southern Finds, Deal of the Dawns. You do so much. I don't know. Everybody thinks I have a schedule that's crazy because I put up stuff every day. Sometimes when I'm working, I put up stuff every day. You are really doing because your stuff involves pricing. It involves knowing what you've got, keeping inventory, sending it out. I don't have to do any of that because I'm not a reseller. So
it's some of it comes easier as you do it more. The reseller end of it, right? But also, so this week for this month, we're not doing Deals of the Dawns because I've got a previous engagement that I have to commit to.
Right.
Helping a friend out, basically. But yeah, we're on camera. It's easy to be on camera when you're not locked to a schedule or an employer that makes you be like on the phones. In your case, you'd have to be on the phone, so you couldn't do a live at noon on Tuesdays and Thursdays like we can. We're not on the phones. So
I could go live and have people listen to the calls I'm taking.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could also get me fired, probably.
Well, you could. Save that for the month when you're like, screw this job, I'm done. Yeah. But so we're here anyway, and we do enjoy it. The people make it fun. That's why we do it. If it wasn't fun, we wouldn't be doing it. Truthfully.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people who have started out doing that and then kind of broke off of it because it wasn't fun anymore, or their schedules didn't allow it, or whatever. There's a lot of reasons why people drop off of YouTube and don't do it. We're just, and we're just right now it's working for us and we enjoy it.
That's good.
So,
I mean, I always love watching the Whatnot stuff because I just think it's fun to watch Mary. You too, but Mary especially because 9 times out.
She oh, you broke up.
Yep, you stalled on my side too. Hopefully I'll be back.
You're back now.
There we go.
There you are. I hear you now.
Oh my God.
That's just annoying as heck, isn't it?
It is.
Sorry, buddy. Yeah. So we enjoy ourselves, obviously. That's why we like doing it. Yeah. I mean, yeah, what not right now is we're not bringing in thousands and millions of dollars, but we do enjoy it, and that's why we do it.
Yeah.
As with anything.
That's good.
Yeah.
Now,
So,
my question to Destiny: are we going to see a Mr. Pickles stuffy anytime soon? You're certainly getting him.
Bebopping. We need to see Mr. Pickles bebopping.
About Mr. Pickles, we need to get a Mr. Pickles stuffy coming out here. That would be fun. I'd put him right up here.
She's had him on camera before, but I don't know if he shies up on camera or not. I'd love to see him singing and dancing, but hey, for sure.
Okay, so I think one of the things that has been a big topic in the last year in the vinyl community is the number of reissues and particularly remixed reissues that have been coming out. There's supposed to be a ton more of these style things coming out in 2024. I was watching Norman Maslow, affectionately known as Mazzy. If you're a part of the vinyl community, you know who he is. Give his top 10 wankers for the year, and one of the things he was doing was pointing out these remixes. It's like, why the hell do we need so damn many remixes of stuff that's already classic? And he was pointing out how they're doing these new mixes of Beatles material that simulate mono using stereo, but they simulate mono when they have the original mono recordings they could just reissue. And I'm like, what is it about the record labels? I mean, they have been nuts forever, but even more so since the 70s when the music industry exploded. And now the vinyl resurgence is making them get greedy again. That's why the prices are going up. Has nothing to do with manufacturing costs because it's maintained steady for the last couple of years. It's just like, are we going to a point where this is all going to burn out?
Possibly. I think so, yeah. I mean, people are just going to get fed up with it.
Yeah.
Record companies have their, I mean, I know they're a business and they want to make money, and that's cool, but they do get greedy. They don't do what's in the best interest of the people, their customers. And
they
usually
don't do the best interest of the artists either.
Or the artists, yeah. Both ways. And that never really does last long or go for very long. That's self-defeating right there onto itself. So yeah, and remastering is different than re-editing or whatever, right?
Right, yeah. Remastering is redoing the master. Remixing is remixing the sound mix that was used on the original record. And I mean, now Atlantic Records has this big long series coming out with, I think it's Acoustic Sounds. It's doing 75 albums for Atlantic's 75th anniversary, and they're fully remastered and they're not remixed. They're done the original way.
Yeah.
And those have been getting great reviews, whereas the Beatles remixes are not doing that well with reviewers and fans.
Yeah, I just think it's just releasing it as something new and improved when it's really not. That happens a lot too. I mean, in any industry, when you've got, I mean, even laundry soap, right? New and improved.
I would say with deodorant's the same way.
Yeah, it lasts longer. Yeah, well, that kind of thing. So it's a game they play, and I think it will take people just kind of, well, like what's going on with the Beatles re-engineerings of those recordings. People aren't falling for it.
No,
they're just not buying it. A few people will. They always will, because the ones who want to have the the latest, the greatest, the newest, the completists want to have everything, or all the releases. Yep. But I don't think just Joe Schmo is going to care if they have a re-engineered mono pressing of album they already have in mono.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you?
Yeah. Which I think is Mazzy's big point on that stuff. It's like that you've remixed these to death already. There's like 6 different mixes of stuff out there, and when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to Beatles, and now they've done it with the Stones and the Doors and a number of other people, and
And I
it's just
know,
kind of crazy.
yeah, and I've always been the kind of person who liked the version I heard originally, whatever that was, right?
Yeah,
So, and you've heard it. It's kind of, to me, it's very similar to the compilation albums that would come out where you had the original band members show up, but the lead singer wasn't there, so they just kind of brought in somebody else to lead sing for you. So it's not
hmm
all the original artists; it's just like their original, the song, but not the original artist. That's how I look at those. I don't feel
yeah,
like that's something I even need to have in my collection. It's
yeah.
it's
Like you
more of
get
an
a record, a
annoyance.
CD, it'll say greatest hits, and it'll say
Yeah,
re-recorded.
great. No, I don't want that. My mind, maybe it's just me. It might be me, but my mind works in a way where I remember what that should sound like, and when it doesn't sound like that, that bothers me.
Yeah,
That's and so I would never be interested in a something that was remixed um, for whatever reason.
there's a difference between remixing for a dance mix
Yes,
and
that's
and
true.
the way they do it for like a full release, because 12-inch
Right.
singles are a completely different story.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because we
Yeah.
both love those. So
I mean, it's almost when you're remixing something for a dance track, you're almost creating something new, right? You're
yeah,
bringing in a stronger beat. You're bringing in a different, different licks or different uh, types of instrumentals or whatever. You're extending the mix. I get that, but they have their place. But you don't really want to do that with all music. I
hmm
don't feel there's no real good reason to do that except to make money. In my humble opinion, I might not be right.
no,
I
I
might,
agree with you
you know.
pretty much. It's a pretty good statement. Is one thing you
Oh,
never. I hear so many different artists. There's like these special dance artists in Europe mostly that will take songs that have no business being done as a dance number, re-recording them with a dance beat, like "The Dance" by Garth Brooks, "Love Bites" by Def Leppard, her "Memory" from Cats, all
ooh.
turned into these disco treatment dance numbers, and I'm like, no, these do
You're
not
not a big
work.
fan of like Alcazar?
Alcazar, I don't know them, so
Oh, yeah. They've done some stuff with songs that weren't really dance songs.
yeah, they probably
Yeah.
have. I probably have seen them or heard them, but I don't know the
Yeah.
name of the band.
I'll send you a few.
Okay.
I'll send you some selections.
I mean, I don't. It's not that I don't like them, but they're just weird compared to what you're used to hearing. Sometimes they're good. I don't mind the dance version of "Love Bites," um,
Right.
just like I don't mind Mariah Carey's remake of "Bring It On the Heartbreak," and that was pretty close to the original. But
Yeah.
it's like it all depends on what they're doing with it, what they did, whatever the group's name was that did Garth Brooks's "The Dance." I mean,
Mm.
this is a slow, emotional ballad, and they turned it into this 115 beat per minute dance number. I'm like, this is not what I want to hear when it comes to the dance,
Hmm.
and a woman singing, which didn't really make any sense. But because you're so used to Garth, it's like,
Right. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. Aw, Mr. Pickles, we love you too. Mary, Mary will go, Mr. Pickles. It's so cute. So yeah,
Speaking of
yes.
Mary, where is she tonight? I haven't seen her in the chat. She's usually here.
She is taking a break. She got up early and she's tired and she didn't sleep well. So she's like, "Would you mind if I don't make it tonight?" And I'm like, "Honey, you do you. You go ahead. It's
Yeah,
okay.
that's fine.
We'll survive."
I hope she'll feel better.
She'll probably watch the replay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just she got up too early. She got up too
I know
early.
that feeling.
Hmm.
I know that feeling, believe me. I think that's pretty much everything that was on my list.
Okay. Yeah, you heard. In case you guys came in late, I'm looking forward to the a better record store day.
Yeah.
Better record store day releases would be my number one goal, and my number two goal would be prices dropping, like TC said. That would be lovely too. But yeah, so I didn't get to bed until after 7 a.m. Holy moly, dude! Did you party that hard, or you couldn't sleep because they were shooting off fireworks, which happened a lot over here?
That's probably why Mary didn't sleep that well and got up too early, was because of all the fireworks and stuff going on.
She slept like a rock through the fireworks. I was the one that was up. She went to bed early.
Oh, okay, good.
Slept like a rock through the fireworks. Didn't hear a thing. I wasn't mean and jump on the bed at 12:15 and say, "Is Happy New Year." I didn't do any of that. So woke up. You rang in every single time zone. Wow, dude.
I gotta be honest, we were in bed at like 12:15. We were up till we were watching a wrestling show live wrestling show for New Year's. They do one every year for one of the independents, and it was over a little bit after midnight, and we were just with this like, I'd been up since 6 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, Ethel, welcome, hon. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, we're winding up. It's just musically for 2024. I hope it turns into a much better year than 2023 was for everybody.
I'm sure we'll get Taylor's version of another album she's putting out too. I mean, she does that every year. That's a definite guarantee for 2024. And the other guarantee for 2024 is you can expect a lot more from me once I get going on this new stuff I've got going.
TC has some great plans for his channel this year.
Yeah, and it's going to be more than just YouTube. There's going to be some other places you'll need to go, but I think people will like what they're doing, and I want to get over 500 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, please go subscribe to my channel.
Yeah, please do.
I'm this close.
You have some really great music-related content, very much so. So if you guys like music, you should definitely check it out. Cape DJ does this annually. Oh, wow.
Oh, dude. Good Lord.
Better man than I am, McDuff. You are a man. You are the man. What can I say?
That's more energy than I would have had to deal with. Although we did that when I worked for discjockey.com. We were on live until after.
No, dude, you broke up. And he's gone.
Yeah, actually, you're gone on my side. Hopefully, there we go.
There you go. Okay. You just popped back. I heard you say you're gone on my side. But everything you said before that is gone.
We used to do that at discjockey.com. We would ring in the new year in every time zone, starting with the first one, but we didn't do it live until local time. We only did it live local from 7 to 1. And I was on the air one year, and then one other year, another DJ did it. And I was out in the town taking stuff. And we also did it on Halloween because we were based in Salem, Mass. So we were out in the Halloween crowds, which was just insane. But it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun doing that, and that kind of stuff is always fun to do.
So we're simulcasting. I'm saying this for Destiny and for anybody else who might be checking this out on my channel. We simulcast this, so it's on my channel and his channel every 2 weeks. But you need to go to TKR Video Central, which is over there. I want to say right there, and subscribe to him because he's got some really cool stuff. He does a daily Obscuria. He does a bunch of stuff, music-related, chart-related stuff that I think you'd enjoy. Countdowns and the such. You're popping in on Twitch. Cool. Doing his Twitch thing. And he does Twitch.
I always play this on. We always do this show on Twitch on my side. And on your side, too. I stream over there, too. So we try to grow that audience, too. Twitch and a few other places. They'll all be a part of this new thing I got going, so...
Exactly. So, what are you up to this week then, sir, besides trying to get your office in line?
Well, Obscuria will be up as it always is, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. This is the one thing I can really do with all this problems I've had. The hosted shows will be off the air until I can get everything back together. Hopefully, I'll have enough. I want to get the Kirkham Report back this weekend, and then gradually the other shows, and then gradually after that, a bunch of new stuff coming. So by February, we should be up to speed, I hope, with all the new stuff as well as all the old stuff. But you can still check out Obscuria every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern, and the Kirkham Report every Saturday afternoon at 4. This week will be a little bit later because I'm working Saturday, so I will probably have it up later than that, 6 or 7.
Yeah, today's Obscuria was a banger. It was fun.
Yeah, it was.
It was a good one. The rocker, baby. Yeah. So we'll be doing this week. Tomorrow is Johnny's members appreciation buy it now sale. So everybody gets like a half an hour to throw stuff at the camera and see if anybody's interested. We are on tomorrow. I think we're on at 2:30, 3 o'clock. I'm not sure. And then, of course, Tuesdays and Thursdays we do Chick Chat, new intro, and same time, same channel. So there's that. And then let's see, Wednesday is a hump day.
No.
I'm getting there.
Should have been same chick time, same chick channel.
Same chick channel. That's right. Yeah, Wednesdays is the hump day auction. And then, of course, tomorrow night, TC's already played the promo, so it's not necessary to do it again. But we will be on Whatnot at 7 o'clock Eastern time with a bunch of 45s to listen to. So please check that out as well. Jennifer, welcome, dear.
It's not necessary. It's not necessary, but it is fun.
It's always
I'm usually
fun.
there too. I'm usually there buying stuff too and listening and having fun watching Mary's expression.
For sure.
So it's always going to be great.
Thank you. Thank you for subbing to TK.
Jennifer, welcome. We're glad you're there.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you very much, Destiny. I appreciate you coming on board. I hope you like what you find. There's all kinds of crazy stuff over there. And more craziness to come.
Hit the like button if you're watching, no matter what channel you're watching on. We appreciate it. Thank you, Jennifer.
And spread the word, both about Chicks and about TKR Video Central. Spread it to your friends. Let them know what we do here and also all the other stuff we do. And you can also find Dawn. You can find here and Whatnot, and you can find me here and on Twitch every now and then. And I will be on Mixcloud shortly and other things. So hope you will check it out.
For sure. For sure. All right. Next, in 2 weeks, we'll be talking about some interesting record grading techniques and things and how to grade records and why to grade records and all that. So please hang out with us then. It's going to be on my channel, or our channel, I should say, Mary's and mine, in 2 weeks, same time. And hopefully we can see you there as well.
Yep. I hope you guys will make it. Until next time, I'm TC from TKR Video Central.
And I'm Dawn from Two Hip Chicks.
And we'll see you again shortly, probably somewhere. Bye.
Have a great night, guys. Thank you.